I love it.
Guys, that made Boston better, huh? That's not awesome.
I've got some thoughts.
Sammy,
some thoughts.
Did you cry when you heard that trade? Because all I heard in the last little while is Orlov and Hathaway to the Leaf out of you.
Okay. I don't know where I want to start with this because I've been thinking about this a lot since I saw that trade announcement. And I thought, I don't know if I want to, I'm going to say it, that if the Toronto Maple Leafs made that trade instead of the trade they made, they might be closer to a Stanley Cup than they are today.
Well,
yeah, I don't agree, but I understand. Yeah. I understand that perspective.
I would have preferred a first, a second, a third, and a fourth for Orlov over Ryan O'Reilly.
I think that's crazy talk. This to me is we should have got Foligno over Hall for some people or Taylor Hall for some people, but I think the drop off.
And I like Ryan O'Reilly.
I know. After the Leafs' top 4 forwards was so significant, top 5 forwards, so significant that Ryan O'Reilly is just a massive gain. Orlov is a great player. I like Orlov too. I don't know how much better he would have made them. I mean, he'd have made them better, no doubt. This is not taken away from Orlov, but Ryan O'Reilly just made such a difference for the Leafs immediately. And I like Achari more than Hathaway.
I believe that you win championships and 7-game series off the basis of your own zone. Goalie, defense first.
Go cheer for the Bruins then, bud. You two guys are unbelievable.
No, listen, I think the best player in either trade is Ryan O'Reilly. So
I imagine having a different opinion than that.
I think that what that trade did was made me feel better about the Leafs' price because the Leafs got probably the best player in both trades. So I know that's kind of counter to what I'm thinking, but in terms
they had a greater need.
In terms of what the Leafs need, a top pairing or second pairing defenseman and a really gritty, big, underrated forward who hits and fights and can score a little bit. That to me was more important.
Did you like Craig Smith?
No, I don't really have a lot of Craig Smith thoughts.
That's just $3 million off the books.
I don't really know. So
I'm just a cash component.
He's a non-player for the Bruins this year, Craig Smith?
I'm not killing Dubas for not making this trade. I still think the Leafs made a great trade and they got 2 really good players who are going to help them. But I think Orlov is just such an important piece that the Leafs could have really used. Really used.
I mean, he would be perfect.
The other thing is like, how many minutes are you going to squeeze out with the likes of Matthews and all the rest of them? Orlov or top 4 defenseman, there's a chance that they're going to average 5, 6, 7 more minutes a night. Like, do you ever envision Ryan O'Reilly playing over 20 minutes for the Toronto Maple Leafs?
I mean, I don't know.
Marner, Austin Matthews, Nylander.
He PKs and power play guy. I mean, I could see him getting
You're going to max out 17, 18 minutes with him.
Yeah.
But a defenseman at 24, 25, 26 minutes, a shutdown guy like Orlov, I
mean, he's not going to play 25, 26, 27 minutes.
On some nights he may. You don't know the circumstances. You know, if somebody goes down, these guys have the ability to go deep in those type of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I just, again, if I had my choice, if I was Kyle Dubas prior to the O'Reilly, I think I would have tried to focus on a first, second, third, and fourth on a top defenseman.
You know, we've also had the conversation on the show, though, where you've said...
I'm just getting murdered on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, Kyper and Sammy. Oh,
but
Sammy
you've
is
also
long
said on this
gone.
show how much you've hated the Leafs' dependence on the top 4. Every day this year, it's like... They
top
can't,
4 forwards.
Can't just be these guys. Can't just lean on this. Can't put it all on them.
Yeah.
Poor Mitch Marner played 26 minutes the other night.
Yeah, I would have liked the balance out on the back end. That's all.
Yeah.
Right? And Morgan still hasn't gone to the level that he
That's big
needs
here, too.
to.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the other thing, too. If Morgan was acting like Josh Morrissey all season long,
that's different.
You'd feel a little better.
No kidding. I wonder then if they look at the Orlov trade and they do what we're talking about here and putting yourselves in their shoes and saying, okay, if we did that, how do we look? Do they suddenly go, God, it really changes our team if we go get a left shot guy who's elite? We suddenly, we got to do it. Like, does this incentivize them?
Yes.
The arms race in the East, or you mentioned it in your article, right?
For me, it was there already.
Yeah.
This absolutely puts the whipped cream and cherry on top that you have to go now and double clutch on maybe Gavrikov